Thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure where that came from, but thank you. I really appreciate you guys coming tonight because it was a really dark day today. Really dark day. But I think this was the right place for everybody to come tonight, And I think we women saw this coming, right? We really did. We saw it coming. We saw it coming probably for a very long time now because ever since they got their hands on that patriarch handbook, we knew what was coming down. You know the patriarchy handbook? The Bible. The Bible. The book where women can do no right unless they're a virgin. I mean, it just starts right off the bat. Eve had to come from Adam's rib because she couldn't be her own person. And then she brings that apple home. She goes out, she gets him an apple, she's trying to be nice. And what happens? Oh my God, now we're all in trouble. Eternal evilness for that apple. And you know what? Adam didn't have to take that apple. A little self-responsibility on Adam's side, right? Adam didn't have a gun to his head because he didn't have them yet. Right? So, but when you read the Bible sometimes, I don't mean to be passionate, but it does seem like maybe that was the original Proud Boys. I think Mitch McConnell was a ghostwriter because he seems old enough to have been involved in that. Yeah. Because some of the stories in the Bible, they kind of always go like this. It's like, oh, there's like a gang of people and they're all gonna take this guy out because he's done something wrong. And then this voice of this male deity comes down and says, revenge is mine, saith the Lord. And then they all go, whoa, shit, we can't do anything. But then there's that guy in the back, and he's like, well, hey, God, can we stone this bitch over here? Yeah. Okay. Maybe that was rough for some of you guys. But it's only going to get a little rougher, because it's been a bad day. I mean, let's face it, I don't think this is the original thought on my part, but God was the original deadbeat dad. He knocked up a virgin and then left somebody else to raise his child. So, that's all I'm just saying. That stuff happens. That stuff happens. These men are so brave. I just want to say, shout out to all the men on the front row. You knew what happened today, you came early, and you sat up front, you said, we're going to take it. So, speaking of that, Sunday was a big day, right? Sunday was so much going on Sunday, and of course it was also 114 degrees, I think. At least it felt that way. Sunday was Father's Day, that day that we celebrate somebody for doing what they should do. And I'm sure somewhere there was a gun show, because there's always a gun show on Dad's Day. I'm sure there was a gun show somewhere. And then there was Juneteenth. And it was probably really the first big celebration here. And I gotta say, as a white person, I bet the rest of you white people, there's plenty of you in here, I felt a little nervous about it. Like, maybe not my holiday to be celebrating, right? Maybe not my holiday to take. But like all things, we took it. We took it. I'm sorry to say. But here's the thing, I just want to say, something you may have overlooked Sunday, and I'm not going to hold it against you because obviously there was a lot going on. But Sunday, June 19th, was my birthday. I know, you should be applauding because I've managed to live this long in New Orleans. The pothole didn't take me or anything else. But no, I knew that the barbecues weren't for me, I knew the guns weren't for me, and I knew the fireworks weren't not for me. But you know what was for me? Pride, because this is Pride Month. Yes, that's right, Pride Month. I just want to say, and that is why all these conservatives are upset. Because I can tell you, being older than a lot of you here, but not all of you, there was a time when Pride was just one day, one lonely day, and then a couple of queers got together and said, hey, you think we can take the whole weekend? And they said, hey, let's just try it. And we did. And then the conservatives said, oh my God, they get a weekend, next thing you know, they're going to come for our wives. They're going to convert our children, and then they're going to take a whole goddamn month to celebrate it. And we did. Yeah, we did. I'm not really sure we took their wives. I'm not sure I want them yet. But, it's a strange thing. Straight people sometimes assume we want their wives. Okay. But you know, the thing is about Pride, now that it's a month long, I've been having some great ideas, maybe delusions, but some great ideas. And I'm working on a big Pride event for next year, if it's not considered illegal. And if it is, then we're still doing it. So I've been thinking a lot about this. You know, they have a thing called the Gay Games. It used to be called the Gay Olympics, but then the Olympics were worried that we would tarnish their good name. It's pretty funny if you've watched the Olympics anytime. It's very much like that show, The Bachelor. Nobody's really admitting to watching it, and there's a lot of heterosexual drama. So I would like to have some gay games, but not that kind, not the athletic kind. To me, gay games should be about what? Being the best gay you are. Who's the best gay? Who's the best gay? Okay, that's what it's going to be about. So I've been working on some things. I've had a couple of friends sign up to help me. Lori of Labia is here somewhere tonight. Lori of Labia, if you would like to compete with her country, you might be able to see her after the show. I'm looking very forward to the flag. I have a feeling Kita's going to be on that team. So, the Gay Games, would you like to hear some of the competitions? Thank God. Had you said no, I don't know what the fuck we would do. Well, so for one competition, the starter, I just want to say part of why I'm working on these gay games, as when I was younger, young lesbian, I was not that athletic. And I know for some of you, you're like, wow, really? All that? And you were not athletic? I know, it's hard for many people to believe. But I was more like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer of lesbian athletics. They wouldn't let me play in their lesbian games. You know? But okay, I'm getting the last laugh now. They're all getting vegan hip replacements for the 30 years plus of not being paid for their sport. And I'm all this. So my gay games are not really worried about athletics, just the best gay you can be. So the first competition will be one that I can compete in. And I know, you know, I'm going to do the best. I'm that kind of gay, like, I'm going to strive for bronze and be okay if that's all I get. But let me just say that the first competition will be the Dyknology competition. This is simple. We dykes play this game all the time. Pretty much somebody gives us something broken, they make an assumption that we're capable of fixing it. Especially if the father has left the family. And often we can fix it with exactly just what's in our pockets. And that's how that competition works. Because we always have shit in our pockets. That is when we can find pants that still have pockets in them. So, you know, often we have a pocket knife or a nail file, nail clip. Those are interchangeable. But that'll be our competition to fix these things. The second competition is going to be the OG competition. I think I saw some OGs out here earlier tonight. OGs, old gays. Old gays. And that competition is fine. You have to be a gay man over the age of 55. Who could successfully destroy a heterosexual self-esteem in 6 words or less while drinking a cocktail no bartender under 40 has ever heard of. That'll be that one. I don't know where George is. He's somewhere in the house tonight. I know George is going to win that competition. The next competition, a little rougher, a little rougher. It's for the bisexuals. Do you have any bisexuals in the house tonight? Okay. Bisexuals, it's pretty basic. You just gotta convince some straight people that you can be bisexual, yet not polyamorous. And if if you succeed. You may too take home the bronze. Then there's the baby butch. The baby butch competition. Anybody know baby butch? That's pretty simple. The baby butch has just got to do a completely stupid task in an attempt to impress a straight woman who will never sleep with them while wearing a baseball cap backwards and wearing way too much cologne. The last one that I've developed, I mean, there'll be many more games, so don't worry if you feel like, wait, will there be a place for me at the games? Yes. But I have one more, and that's for my trans brothers and sisters. Yours will have some athleticism involved, because your task, your competition will be to chase down a conservative politician and win your rights. Now, when I used to talk about planning that, I used to think, don't worry, we'll get you some women coaches to help you out, because we've been at it for 1,000 years. But as of today, I'm not really sure we're your best ally. You know what I mean? So all of this comes to mind because I have 2 jobs, not one, because I didn't plan right for life. I just didn't foresee hurtling disasters forever. But I now have my day job now, some of you may not know, is working for Southeast Louisiana Legal Services. There's a lot of people here. We all work for Amanda, and she's up next. And her mom's here, so. Anyway, my other job is a public safety ranger, and I know some of you are going, some of you are like, public safety ranger? That sounds counterproductive to anything they're trying to do in New Orleans. But it happens, public safety ranger. Basically we do tourism and homeless outreach, often interchangeable when people are drinking and carrying their luggage. Sorry, Angela. Angela in the corner there actually do homeless outreach. Love to work with Angela. Absolutely love to work with Angela. In this job, though, I'm required to wear this uniform that looks very much like a 1980-something lesbian at an LPGA tournament. You guys know LPGA, right? Lesbian Professional Golf Association. Yeah. And in that uniform, pretty much everyone who wears it looks like a lesbian. Not just me and Ranger 4, who is here tonight somewhere. Also employed with Southeast Louisiana Legal Services. Anyway, I don't know why I felt the need to say that. So yeah, the uniform, it's kind of, I don't know, a cross between a cruise ship and a golf outfit. It's a uniform, you know, and you know what unisex uniforms are? Does everybody know what unisex uniforms are? That's like if he and I have the same job, I'm just wearing his clothes. That's all it is. Gets back to the patriarchy handbook. We didn't want you in this job, so we won't let you dress for it. So in that job, a lot of times walking around, you meet interesting people. And something, if you're not from New Orleans, you may not know. If you are here, you know this all too well. Anytime there is any event associated with gay people, religious fanatics come in droves. Supposedly not to participate, but to protest. You know, there's a couple of swingers conventions in town. They never show up for that. Never. But there is this one guy in particular. I haven't seen him in a long time because of COVID. I'm kind of worried. I hope he's okay. I hope he didn't die on the compound. This guy kind of separates himself from the others, and he has a big, giant metal sign he makes. It's absolutely beautiful and stunning, and it's got lights around it. The sucker's got to be heavy. And the top of it says, "Hell awaits you." And it's like, wow, like it sounds like we're all just going to get on a cruise to hell. It's going to be a fabulous time. And he's got a list of the people that will be boarding that boat to hell. And what I really love about this guy is lesbians are number one. I mean, as women, we're never number one. As lesbians, we're really never number one. So I love this this man for making us number one, not because God told me to. I was a little disheartened though when I got to the third. You know, lesbians, I forget what the second one was, like liars or something. The third one was homosexuals. And I was like, oh, he doesn't know what we are. He just thinks we're women who won't sleep with him or his Uncle Daddy. Or wear long dresses and live on the compound. So, that was disappointing. In that list of 10, what's really amazing is not once did I see rapist or murder. Like, not on the list. And I'm thinking, well, those must be requirements to be on the compound. That's all I can figure. But the interesting thing is that he leaned over to me one night and he just said, "Thank you for your service." Wow. I was like, you know, you're welcome, but I didn't sleep with your wife. You know, the only reason I have a job and a half is because I think my neighborhood's slowly getting gentrified, and I'm preparing for that day where I'm either renting my house out, living behind it, on top of it, or finding some other way to pay the taxes. But I'm trying to keep ahead of the gentrification. I wasn't part of the group. It's just kind of like that lesbian thing. The other white people were not cluing me in as to what we were supposed to do. And I kept missing out. But this time I got the house. I'm in the neighborhood. I'm there. So I'm thinking in order to stay there, I will open a small business in the neighborhood to appeal to the new people. It'll be called Cracker. A small restaurant. It's okay if you use an A and not an ER. And it has 3 Ks in it because we're woke, we're just not culturally sensitive. The menu will be made from basically a menu of working class people's foods that they now can't afford to eat. One of our favorites at the local pop-up we tested out was sausages Vienna. Excellent. And people seem to love the soft creamy Velveeta. I'm working on that. We've got a lot of menu items for that. Working on that right now. You know, because food is important for all of us. And I have a dog. Anybody else here have a dog? Yeah. I shouldn't have said food and then dog. It's like I was going to say we're going to eat the dog. That's not where I was going with that. I have a little dog. Yes, I have a dog. You can see her. She can't see you. Unfortunately, there was a little thing that happened during COVID. When I tell people she doesn't have eyes, they kind of freak out, and I have to say, you know, we did not have them removed as a pagan ritual for COVID. Did not do that to my dog. So, you know, now she's kind of all about the tactile. She loves to play and stuff. So, the other night, I was like looking for something, you know, special for her. So I was like, you know, I saw that they had some good dog food on sale, 2 for $4. And I was like, well, Radley's is 4 for $4. Ravioli is $1 a can, so this shit's probably good. Yeah, it was good. I got that stuff home, I opened the can. I was like, wow, yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Man, that stuff looked good. Smelled good. I was so close. My friend said, are you going to taste that? I want to. But if I do that, what will I have to look forward to in retirement? Oh my God, oh my God. I do love my dog. She loves me. Yeah, anyway, I could not bring her here tonight for obvious reasons. Because she cannot be certified as a service dog because I am her service human. There's been a problem there. I do worry because the vet I went to before with my cats She kind of made me feel bad about being a lesbian with 2 cats, and I didn't get them past 18 and 21 years respectively. She was kind of like, what happened? I don't know. I did the best I could. And then now I have this dog, and she lost her eyes. And the vet kind of looked at me dimly, and then recently she lost some teeth. And I'm very worried this vet is going to report me for Munchausen by proxy. You guys are laughing at that, but truthfully, how do y'all know what Munchausen by proxy is? Because you saw it on Law and Order. Because they always blame the mom. She's always her fault. Absolutely her fault. Well, I'm getting ready to wrap it up here tonight, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming tonight. Tip your bartender as well. And be good to your host tonight.